Well, you're never gonna believe this. We are under siege. Good morning, viewers. Welcome back to the channel. I am Birdman Johnson. We're here in Brightbell. Still building the Ziggurat. We are, you know, this far into finishing roofing over the first quadrant of the first floor. And we have some goblins on the map, and we are not prepared for this. I knew this was a thing that might happen, and I took no steps whatsoever to safeguard against it. But this is what we're here for, right? We're here to see a catastrophe and see what goes wrong. Now, I do have a plan, because we do have a burrow over here in our residential. And in that burrow is some food and drink. We'll be okay for a little while. Now, the question is how many of them there are going to be, questions plural, and whether or not they're going to go away on their own. Let's call everyone in. Also whether or not they brought trolls, because that's going to radically change. Okay, they're fighting our dogs. They're fighting our dogs. Alright, that's fine. They've stopped fighting the dogs. Okay. Everybody inside. No, you're going the wrong way. Alright, well that one's dead. That one is probably dead. Okay, hold it. Okay, there are just a few of them. Looks like there are just a few of them on the map. Where is this guy going? What are you doing? Are you not one of ours? No, you're one of ours. You just have a death wish. Okay. You know what? Thank you for your sacrifice. Let's get everyone inside here. I have a plan. I have a plan. I have a loose plan. Get everyone inside the hovel, and we need to get them doors closed as quickly as possible. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, we're going to set them to metal armor. We're going to grab any dwarf with a weapons skill. We don't have weapons, so we don't really have armor. So let's grab any dwarf with wrestling skill. Now, you might think to yourself, if you're not that familiar with the game, that sending dwarves in to wrestle with armed and armored goblins is a suicide mission. And indeed it can be. However, wrestling is actually probably the most powerful tool in the dwarf's arsenal, if used correctly. Do we not have a single wrestler? We don't. Okay, neat. Metal armor it is. We'll see what happens here. Okay, any dwarf with a weapon skill is going in the squad. We're gonna fill it up first with fighters. We're gonna draft everybody into a squad is what's gonna happen here. We will probably suffer some casualties. Boy, kinda wish we'd been letting in all those monster slayers now, you know? Oh well. It's okay, a catastrophe is fine, you know? That's entertainment. Nope, you're already in a squad. Don't give me ones that are already in squads. This is fine. This is fine. Yep, there's one. Gee, we got a lot of glass makers in this fort. How about that, huh? Okay. Well, now the perplexing crypts. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great squad. Metal armor. You know, just in case there's any gear nearby for them to pick up. You're in the militia, and you're in the militia. You're all in the militia. We're just gonna drown them in bodies. Red Army style. Here we go. This is, I think, the most squads. No, this is not the most squads I've ever had on a map. I think I've had 10 before. This is still quite a few squads, though. Good. Here, the mayor can lead a squad. There you go. Take some responsibility. Okay, that's everybody. All right. And we're going to draw a rectangle here. Go get them! Yeah, we're already suffering casualties. That's not surprising. I don't know if this is going to work, necessarily. Some of them are armed. Oh, hey, we got him. We got him. Okay. Where's the next group? There. In case anyone was wondering, any less experienced Dwarf Fortress players are watching this and you're wondering, this is not an optimal strategy. In case there was any confusion about that. Yes, good. I see at least one of them is carrying a baby into battle. That's fantastic. The game is hitching a little bit. We are winning, though, which is good because there were only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... So, well, there were only like 10 of them that came onto the map in the first place. We'll count the dead in a minute. We are going to need to queue up some green glass sarcophagi? Coffin? Coffin. Well, go on, get him. Go get him! Oop. Yeah, see, the thing is, there's only so much the goblins can do about this. We've only taken one casualty? One casualty, I think, since beginning this plan here. Alright, on to the next group. There we go. Back at him, come on. Pile in. Tell what they're doing there. They might be piling into one. Not really sure what the thought process is that it's occurring right now. Might not be much of one. Oh, the siege is broken. The siege is broken. I don't care. I still see at least one goblin on the map, so that's going to have to change. Yeah, not what you were expecting, is it? This is probably just like a scouting party. Out here to figure out what these dwarves are doing out here in the desert. Alright. Disband. 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 I wish I could remove these from this list. They're kind of clogging things up, but that's fine. Alright, as you were. I don't remember what I was doing with those. Oh, right, I had some of them collecting sand and some of them making blocks. Okay. All right. That's the siege done. Congratulations, we won our first siege. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. We suffered minimal casualties. What, 2 or 3? 1, 2, 3. We suffered, looks like 3 casualties. Although we have no hospital, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem. Let us make some beds. Okay. No, that's not you. Okay, good. The manager is going to do the thing. Wonderful. Okay, we'll get some beds made. We'll get some burial receptacles made. It is still too early to begin burying our dead correctly, the way I would like to. So for right now, we're just going to keep chugging along. But we will, green glass table. We're going to need some tables to go with those beds. Alright. Well, that was exciting. not unexpected, because as I've said before, each of these blocks increases our fort's wealth. We're worth quite a bit right now, which is not ideal, but this is the risk of this experiment here. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh, wait, what's happening? A caravan. All right. That's a great place to cut then. I'll rejoin you in a bit once I've finished dealing with the merchants. Okay, the merchants, they came in, distributed their goods, and then left. So we didn't actually get to trade, and all of our stuff is just sitting here, waiting. So that's, you know, that's not great. It's not really what I wanted, but I guess we're okay for now. I guess we don't actually need anything from them at the moment, so that's fine, I guess. This is full, so we should resume doing this. Oh, actually, box select. There we go. I'm so glad I figured out how to do that. It's not even that it was hidden from me, I just hadn't noticed it. No, all green glass? Thank you. Alright, great. And usually by the time they finish doing this, this is partially filled again, so... You know, this takes a long time though, right? You can see why we're not sitting here, really. I assume none of you are watching this standing up, watching this whole thing. It just takes a long time. But we will get there. You can see we're almost done, and then we will start blocking out housing. That'll be a good time. We can get the dwarves moved indoors at least. We can get them more secure lodgings. Still got to figure out exactly how I want these to be accessed. Not totally sure yet. I do know that we're going to put some guard rooms around next to our drawbridges here. And those, of course, will have fortifications so that the dwarves can shoot out at invaders. It'll be cool. Hopefully it'll be effective. Yeah. Okay. Alright, it's done. We have one quadrant of one floor roofed off. That took a long time. A lot longer than I would have liked, partly because the dwarves kept picking fights with camels. I keep looking over and seeing crowds of like 8 or 10 dwarves trying to run down a single camel. And of course that freaks out everyone else, and then they stop working. So sometimes it takes a little while. Anyway, now that we've got this done, the next thing to do is to mark off some rooms on the lower floor. Something like this. We're not quite done. I screwed up and the dwarves... Of course, the dwarves are deprioritizing deconstruction, so anytime I make a mistake, it takes forever to clean it up. Right here... Oh, well, hey, speak of the devil. There we go. 42. This is 42 housing units here. We're going to sort of replicate this up here. Mirror it. And that'll take care of labor housing down here. They're getting a single 5x5 room. As we go up, the rooms will get a little more elaborate, but this is what we're working with here. This will be a dining hall. We'll have kitchen and food storage here, which will also process food to be delivered to other places. I think down here, this little room right here is going to be like a kennel. And then these very wide walkways, like this one up here, we'll install some decorative items, some places for them to hang out, and probably some freestanding statues that they can use as temples. So now that we've done that, also we have this corridor here with guard houses at each corner. We're going to put fortifications on these, and I'll defend them with drawbridges. There we are. Okay, see, I made a mistake here. I had them constructing things that were going to block other things, and I didn't catch it all in time. So now the thing that we need to do is floor all of this, and then we can finally start putting furniture in it. This eventually will become a work area. I don't know if I already said that. This might be like storage. Ooh, actually, we should put agriculture and livestock somewhere. So maybe this will be general storage. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Everything is still a little fluid. Not the glass, though. The glass has been well solidified. So that is all good. Okay. This is taking a long time. Here's our hospital. Here's where we put the hospital for the time being. We don't have a lot in there, but, you know, we're still getting things done. I tore down our second trade depot. There's really nothing else to report right now. We're using some bones to make crafts, I think. Nope. Nope. Those are people's teeth. Where are they? The dead are here. We only suffered 3 casualties in that attack. Somehow, despite the fact that our dwarves were 90% unarmed and unarmored. I don't entirely understand how that went down, but, you know, not going to complain too much. All right. Yeah, so then the next thing we have to do is put down flooring. Well, I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, we are getting there. I built us a smashing room. I'm trying to get rid of all the assorted remains lying around. We've also got someone working on using some of them to make crafts. It is spring now, so hypothetically elves will be arriving. But I'm curious to see if they just turn around and leave like our merchants did, which was kind of counterproductive. You know, I am going to start moving livestock indoors here. Hen. This is going to be for all the dogs, because they keep getting kicked to death by camels, and that is counterproductive. Oop, that's not how you spell puppy. Alright, there we go. We do also have some pigs that could stand to be moved indoors. Indoors, such as it is. We'll want to move them... Actually, no, this is stupid. I'm just going to have to move all this later. So how about instead, we designate a large area for dogs over here. And puppies. And then a large area immediately next door for other types of livestock that don't need to be fed necessarily. We do have this tame ram. That probably will starve to death eventually, but it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, we got a lot of animals here that are not, shall we say, adapted for this climate. Now, realistically, of course, everything needs to eat. You know, these pigs wouldn't be doing well here either, but because pigs don't graze in Dwarf Fortress, we can stick them wherever we want to. The cats we're going to keep letting run free. That's usually the best option for cats. This is actually a phenomenally low number of idlers for us. The dwarves have been having a hard time prioritizing their tasks, and they tend to just like stand around, 70 or 80 of them at a time, not doing anything. But things seem to be working for the moment. Ooh, a lot of them are dumping. That's nice. Usually they hate dumping. So I'm glad to see that happening. Have I already shown this off? I learned how to do something new in this fort. If we hit B over here, and I don't know if this is bundled with the base game or if this is something that comes with one of the mods installed with the Lazy Noob Pack, but we can do box select, and I just click drag, and it automatically... See, look at that. It only puts down blocks where I can put blocks, and the rest of it just leaves blank, either because I don't have materials or because there's already something there. This is beautiful. This has been making this marginally easier. Now, we need, obviously, many, many thousands, tens of thousands of glass blocks to do this, and I have no idea what all these blocks are going to do to our frame rate once they're all installed. Probably not anything productive. But, you know, we're going to do our best here. That's all we can do. Did we actually train any of these things? I don't know where this worm came from. We didn't buy that. Somebody must have brought it with them. Right, we're trying to war train this leopard. We don't have... Okay, hang on. Watch. What just happened? Oh, the caravan's here. Okay. Never mind. Never mind what I was going to do. These are elves, so they can have that. They can have these. I don't know where these came from. Did this iron spike? Where the heck did the migrants bring these with them? I don't know. We need to make sure. Now, of course, it is just elves. So in the event that they don't want to trade with us, we will just seize their trade goods. Because weirdly, I am not particularly concerned about going to war with elves. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, don't trade them the crafts. Oh, by the way, we got an artifact. We'll look at that in a moment. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. Disc. There we are. We're still making those because those are still a really excellent trade good. In the sense that they are highly valuable and will utterly annihilate the economy. Okay, they are coming in. It is possible that having 2 trade depots is what broke the caravan before. It could also be that I annoyed them by declining a barony again. We will accept all these titles of nobility down the line, just not yet. That is more complexity. Who just left the map? I don't know who that guy was. Oh no! The forgotten beast Iquilautira has come, a gigantic hairy spider. It has 4 long spiral horns, and it is ravening. Its eyes glow blue, its green hair is patchy. Beware its poisonous bite. Not a problem for us. It's there on the right side of the screen, flashing, and you can see sort of on the bottom middle is our cave dragon. Not really a problem. It's going to have a hard time accessing us, but I think it's going to go fight the dragon. We could end up with another basement monster here. Speaking of which, hang on. But people keep having babies also. No, pause. I want to look at something here. No, this is unsecured. Okay. Okay. Well, best of luck. Let's follow it and see what happens. Okay, I figured it was going to go fight with the cave dragon, but maybe not. Maybe it just wants to fly around down here and be menacing. Okay, the merchants have set up shop. I think we're about to lose track of this thing. But rest assured, it will remain down here. Good, because you know what this fort really needed was a basement pet? We keep ending up with these. Alright, cool. That's done. How's this looking? Okay, we're getting there. Fortunately, most of our stuff is stored right up here. So it doesn't take very long to haul it. This is good. We are kind of having a problem staying stocked up on drinks. I accidentally cooked all of our plump helmet seeds. We did get some back, but the seed store hasn't caught back up to where it was. It's just we had like 200 plump helmets spawn and we didn't need them, and then I just didn't pay attention. So they were all eaten before I could stop them. There you go. Get on in there. Yeah, we don't need the extra complexity of nobles right now, because I don't really want to have to build more noble housing than absolutely necessary at this moment. There we go. Livestock is being contained. Do I want to try to mirror this on the other side? Maybe I don't. Maybe it's okay if it's not totally symmetrical, you know? Oh, you know what? Over here would be a good place for a tavern, actually. We're gonna need multiple taverns. So yeah, we could put visitor housing over here. I guess this will be our agriculture section. No, I want this to be the work section and this to be agriculture. That's just how my brain is weighting things. That feels right. How are we doing? We look done? We're done. Okay, great. Let's get our manager in here. Currently, Locum is constructing a building, probably putting in flooring, if I had to guess. So we will let him finish that. No, I'm looking at the wrong guy. We will let him finish that. I'm sorry, your name is what? Love Basement? No, come on. You can't name yourself that. Go on, put that brick down and go trade with the elves. Look at them all moving. Look at them all being thirsty. I am still astonished at the fact that moods are not worse than they are. I mean, you can see on the bottom right there, the worst mood we have in the fort is 113 dwarves who are doing fine. No one's even upset. I think possibly just being around all these green glass blocks is keeping them reasonably happy. There's a lot of wealth in their vicinity, even if it's not theirs exactly. Trying to decide how I want to do the prison in this. We'll be burying our dead on the outside of the building, and I'm thinking we might do the same thing with prisoners. That could be the way to go. That could be exciting, and I don't really care if our jailer has to, you know, walk a big circuit to feed everyone. That's not really a problem for me. It's a problem for the guy that has to do the work. That's what they call management. Significant difference between management and leadership. Why did you stop trading? Why did you decide to start doing green glass blocks? Is something happening that I'm not aware of? Did they leave? No, they're still there. You just decided to stop doing your job. Interesting. Interesting. Why did you do that? It could be some of these I have set to do job now. Let's turn that off. Okay. Oh. Things are speeding up slightly. Did resetting the priority on all those speed things up? I guess that makes sense. Every additional command I send slows everything down, right? So I guess I'm not surprised. But why did you stop trading to go build green glass blocks. Look at all our sandbags. Bags are mail in Dwarf Fortress. Okay, we're gonna go try the depot again. Let's see if we make it all the way up there. Yeah, okay. Alright, we got there. Alright, let's see what they have. Okay. Hey, wood. Nice. We're gonna need this for beds. This is fine imported elven wood. Okay. It's grown. They grew this wood. Saguaro rib? I don't believe you. I don't believe that saguaros can be used for construction. I just don't. Alright, we need clothing. I guess we'll take some animals. Another leopard. Very nice. Sure, a dingo. Why the heck not? Barrels. Sure, we'll take your barrels. That's fine. And then we'll see what we can actually walk off with here. We still don't want wooden armor. It's literally better than nothing. But we'll just import gear when we're ready for it. Okay, is that all the clothing we're gonna get? I mean, it's the elves, so I'm not expecting much. Yes, good. Fruits. Saguaro fruits. I'm not really all that familiar with the saguaro. Okay. You know what? Let's grab some splints and crutches while they're here, so that we don't have to make our own. Okay. Boop. Yeah, cool. You can have all of that, because we can just make more discs. That's fine. Alright, get on out of here. Well, I guess they can finish whatever they're doing first. That's fine. But really, I just want to finish all this. Do I have enough to finish off this segment? Watch this, watch this. This is so cool. It just fills in the gaps. Oh my goodness. If I had discovered this sooner, it would have made some of these large constructions marginally less annoying. They're still very time-consuming. I'm going to say it again, kids. Don't build your fort above ground. Don't do megastructures. Just don't. Look at how low our number of idlers is. Oh, a lot of them are sleeping. They're sleeping on the floor, of course. The number of beds we have is fairly limited, but they are being used. Yay! There we go. Okay, fantastic. Okay, as far as... So, let's see, we just got some new animals. So, we can't train that. Butcher the dingo, war train the leopard, the crow is a pet. Is that all we traded for? I feel like we traded for more animals. There was like a goose in the mix? Where? Oh, donkey. The raven can be a pet. There's the goose. I just can't read. This is something my viewers already know about me. Oh, yep, see, we got some starving animals here. There is no help for those. What are you? You're a rabbit. Yep, nothing we can do for you. I guess we could put them down here. It's worth a shot. It will at least delay their inevitable decline. That could be fun. You can starve to death later instead of now. Really, that's what we're all trying to do here. Okay. Yeah, move him down there, I guess. What are you doing? You're drinking. Go find something to kill and kill it. Go kill the cave dragon. You can get to it if you want to. If you want to. Actually really disappointed about how long I left this thing idling for and how little happened in that time. Oh, we have a new artifact. The Treasure of Amazement, a green glass figurine of humans, 50,400 dwarf bucks. It is a green glass figurine of humans, if you can believe that. An image of humans and goblins in green glass. The humans are fighting with the goblins. The artwork relates to the attack by the quiet confederacies on the disgusting ghouls in the Desert of Waning. Which side is which? During the fierce clash, it is encrusted with cushioned gabbro cabochons and round, brilliant cut Levin opals, decorated with donkey leather and encircled with bands of table-cut green glass gems. It is adorned with hanging rings of copper and menaces with spikes of green glass, oak, phyllite, and amber opal. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. We'll find a place for that to go. The Treasure of Amazement. Indeed. Have we looked at the Bust of Confederation? This is an instrument. I don't think we've looked at this yet. It's a tiny handheld percussion instrument. It consists of an hourglass wooden drum. Okay, this is a hand drum with a leather head. Yes, the musician strikes the head of the instrument. Yes, it has a 1-octave range. From a high to a very high pitch, tuning is accomplished by adjusting the tension of the head. It is a light, even, pure timbre. So this tracks. Usually, for something like a hand drum, you wouldn't be adjusting your pitch on the fly, like you would with, like you, I guess, hypothetically could with, say, a timpani. This thing. I'm annoyed that we have a millstone. Anyway. But I suppose an adjustable, an adjustable tension hand drum is a viable design. I think it would just be impractical. But good on you, dwarves. Good on you. That's a neat little instrument, and I'm happy that we have it. Now, if we could just finish flooring all of this. I suppose there's no reason we can't be filling in the bedrooms that we have. So let's make some beds. Let's make some portals. Cabinets. We're going to start with the basic stuff. No, not nest boxes. We're going to start with the basic stuff. Just to keep the dwarves happy. There's no reason everybody can't have. What is it? Thrones? There we go. And in fact, can we make statues? We sure can. There we go. Everybody gets a statue. Alright. Luxury accommodations for even our lowest class citizens. We are so virtuous. It's a wonderful thing. I'm waiting until we are mostly put together before I start installing the fortifications on the outside, because as we have observed, sometimes the enemy just slips on through there. And suddenly there are goblins inside the fort, and I thought the wall was intact, so that's really surprising for me, you know? They're still delivering things to the dumping room. That is a fine activity. Let us move some of these cages inside. The stuff we're not going to eat anyway. Okay. While we're doing that, let me pop over to Dwarf Therapist to make sure we've got an animal trainer, because I don't think we do. We do, they're just not doing anything. Okay, that's cool. You know what? We'll assign some more animal trainers. That's how that's going to go down. There we go. Alright. Oh good, we have puppies. People keep having children. Keep having babies. They drop babies in the stairwells. Some of them, some of the very few, I guess just these two, of the immigrants that came in as children have aged up. These don't have any labors, do they? No. You're doctors now. You are doctors and engineers. Yes. Oh, yes. Also, you're not going to believe this, but we have several legendary glass makers. We're not blowing any... Well, I don't know how we're making this glass. We're probably casting it. We got to be blowing some of it, right? I don't know. Anyway, legendary glass makers in the fort. That's what I think all of these flashing names are. So that's cool. Let's see, how are we doing over here? Oh yeah, we don't have nearly enough to fill that in. Okay. Alright. I don't think anything else is going to happen today. I doubt we're about to come under siege again, although that would certainly be interesting. I do have a plan, and realistically, I should enact that plan. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Real quick here, I'll at least get it started. So here's this. Here's the hovel. We need to... How do I want to do this? Doesn't really matter. Building up downstairs here. Okay, listen. Just stop. What do you mean construction present? Oh, there's a floor there. Okay. Alright. Anyway, what I'm going to do is put in a staircase here and just tunnel through to this so that we can still access the farm. And then we'll secure things with doors. That's all we're going to do. Alright. People are messaging me. Okay, in any case, that's going to do it for today. So hey folks, thanks for watching. Thanks to those of you who are subscribed to the channel. Thanks to those of you who are not yet subscribed to the channel. And thanks as always to those of you watching this without ever intending to subscribe to the channel, because you count too. Every view counts. Like most YouTubers. The majority of my views are from people who don't subscribe to the channel, which is totally fine. It's just as I am a much smaller content creator than many, those unsubscribed views count for like a larger absolute percentage of my views, right? You see what I'm saying? So I appreciate them. Anyway, we'll be back here next week with some more Dwarf Fortress horror content on Saturdays, lots of other stuff on the channel for you to check out if you're so inclined. As always, folks, drop me a line if there's anything you want to see on this channel, anything you want me to see on your channel, ideas for challenges, stupid experiments, hideous megastructures. It's all good. Drop it down in the comments. All right. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go do literally anything else with the rest of my day. I will catch you folks next time, and until then, Birdman out.